Hello students, today we can see Science and Technology Part 2, Chapter 5 Towards Green Energy. In the previous standard, we can study work and energy. What is meant by energy? Capacity of a body to perform a work is called as energy. Energies are of various types such as light energy, sound energy. Work is also type of energy that we can study in the 9th standard. But in this standard, we can study that what is meant by green energy. And green energy means environmental friendly energy. And what is the advantages and disadvantages of these energies? Because in modern civilization, electricity becomes a basic necessity along with the food, shelter and cloth. And so that to overcome the problems of energy, we need to know that which type of energy is available for us to use in the future, and so that to study, to understand all these problems and use of energies, electric energies, we can study the various energies such as thermal energy, nuclear energy, natural gas energy, wind energy and solar energy, and disadvantages of all these energies. But to generate the electricity on the basis of the electromagnetic induction, we need the generator, and to rotate the generator we need the turbine, and to drive the turbine we need an energy sources. Which type of energy source we used, that is depend upon according to the type of power generating stations, and design of turbine is different for different power generating stations. This is the schematic representation for the generation of electrical energy. To run a turbine we need the generator, and to generate the electricity we need all these things, turbine and generator. And from all these things electric energy generated. First of all, we can see this thermal energy based electric power stations. For this thermal energy, the fundamental fuel is used as a fuel coal, and the stocks of coal are limited. So with the help of this coal, the chemical energy released from the coal, which is used for the boiler, and the water is heated up to this water is heated up, and steam coming from the water, with the help of that steam turbine can drives the steam turbine. With the help of this steam turbine, generator generates the electrical energy. Means with the help of fuel coal we can form the electrical energy. So first of all, this chemical energy can convert into the kinetic energy, after all this convert into the electric energy. Means according to the law of conservation of energy, one form of energy can be converted into another form. In this way, the steam can cool, and this water will be reused for this system for the boiler. And this is the first energy source as a thermal energy based on electrical power station. But this thermal power station have limitations. There are 3 limitations. First limitations according to the used fuel. First, used fuel as a coal, and the emission limitations occurs according to the emissions of coals. Various harmful gases are released into the air along with the soot particles, and so that it is very dangerous to the health. Second one, the stocks of the coal are limited, and in future the limitations to the availability of the coal. Second power generating station is based on nuclear power plant. This is also called as an atomic power plant, because the elements which are used for this is a radioactive element, and the placement of this radioactive element in the periodic table, at the bottom of the periodic table, and that is called as lanthanides and actinides. For example, we can take uranium and plutonium and thorium. These are the nuclear fission elements which are used in the nuclear reactor for the reaction purpose, and with the help of these reactions the steam is produced, and with the help of this steam turbine drives the steam turbine, ultimately generates the energy in the form of electrical energy. The elements which are used in the nuclear reactor is called as a radioactive element, uranium and plutonium. In this nuclear power plant, the energy generated with the help of nuclear reactors, and after that steam is formed and generates the electrical energy. In this steam turbine, the water coolant is used, and with the help of this conversion of steam into the water, there are three types of coolant. First is the air coolant, liquid coolant and water coolant. But in this nuclear power plant, water is used as a coolant, because in these nuclear reactions large amount of energy is produced or heat is produced, and so that to cool that system we used this steam, and vapors of this steam are converted into the water, and this is reutilized in this system. So this type of nuclear power plants, generally they are situated at the seashores, because this water, after this heating water, the water is cool, and after that released into the water resources or water bodies. Now after this, the reaction takes place in the uranium and plutonium, which we can see in the second page. Uranium and plutonium is used as a in the nuclear reactors, and the reaction takes place as shown in the figure. This is the neutron, and neutron reacts with the uranium, radioactive element uranium-235. This neutron absorbed by uranium-235, and after that this uranium-235 becomes unstable and converts into uranium-236. And this unstable uranium-236, it splits into two forms. First is the barium-141 and krypton-92. And in between the reaction of 235 uranium and 236 uranium, 3 electrons are released, and these 3 electrons are with the energy 200 mega electron volt energy is produced, and so that this reaction is called as a fission, and this is a chain like reaction. So that this reaction, after this 1 neutron absorbed by uranium-235, 3 neutrons are formed, and this 1 neutron again react with the uranium-235 and again release 3 electrons, and this reaction goes on, and energy produced, and with the help of that energy thermal energy produced, and with the help of that steam turbine drives and ultimately generates the electrical energy with the help of nuclear fission. But students, the problem of this nuclear fission is very dangerous and very harmful to mankind, because this energy is very reliable energy, but when accident occurs, this is very fatal to mankind. And emission of these uranium and plutonium and thorium, these radiations coming from these radioactive elements, is very dangerous to the mankind, because it causes cancers like diseases, and it also causes the health related problems, and it also pollute the environment. So that keep in mind, this energy is used by us, but these problems keep in mind, and so that the chapter is introduced in your 10th standard. This is a third type of energy, the arrangement of the power plant based on the like this schematic presentation. This energy is based on the higher alkanes, means compressor for the pressurized air. This chamber is introduced into the combustion chamber. In the combustion chamber, very higher alkanes, means methane, ethane, butane, with the gases which are at very high temperature and pressure introduced here, and with the help of that, gas turbine rotates and ultimately generates the energy. Natural gas, generally the natural gas is used in this combustion chamber, and in this elimination for the releasing of the hot gases, chimney is produced. Chimney is here for this power plant. the chemical energy is the gas which is used. Ultimately, it is converted into chemical energy is converted into kinetic energy generated due to the combustion of natural gas. Means first form of energy is chemical energy, second form of energy is kinetic energy, and after that this is ultimately converts into kinetic energy, and this chemical energy lastly converted into electric energy. Means the energy power station based on the natural gas which gives us the electric energy which is our basic need. And so that the transformation of this chemical energy into electrical energy, according to the law of conservation of energy, one energy can convert into another form. And all these with the help of this schematic representation, we know that these have also problems related to the emission of the hot gases. Because of these hot gases, here combustion chamber, hot gases are emitted, and so that the air pollution causes because of this, and health related problems, respiratory tract related problems causes due to this hot gases emitted by this power plant. And secondly, the stocks of these natural gases are limited in the nature, and so that keep in mind these are also limitations occurs in, for this energy. Third one limitation for this energy is the disposal of the nuclear waste, disposal of these natural gases. Natural gases when produce the energy, then hot gases produce, and so it ultimately causes the air pollution and environmental problems. So firstly we can see the thermal energy, secondly nuclear energy, and third one energy is the arrangement in power plant based on the energy of natural gas. This energy is of third type of energy. But out of these three energies, we can see the turbine is rotated with the help of, in the thermal energy, steam, in the nuclear energy also steam, but in this energy it is drives with the help of gas, means natural gas. This is the fourth one type of energy. This is called as a hydroelectric power plant. In this hydroelectric power plant, water reservoir is used, and water reservoir is in the form of potential energy and is in the form of dams. This water reservoir, after converting into the turbines which are coming in contact with the turbine, it drives the generator, and ultimately it forms the electric energy. The water present in the dam is in the form of potential energy, and when it flow from dams, it changes its energy. It is in the form of kinetic energy, means flowing water. And when it comes in contact with the turbines, the water comes in contact with the turbines, it also gets the energy called as a kinetic energy in a turbine, and it drives the generator, and electric energy is produced. In this case, water, with the help of water, we can form the electrical energy. So that two things are here. Keep in mind, this is a conventional source of energy. Conventional source of energy. Hydroelectric energy is a conventional source of energy. For this hydroelectric power plant, two things are keep in mind, means two advantages are there. First is the no fuel is burnt in this hydroelectric energy, and so that no combustion is done here. Second one, the specific amount of water storage must be done in this case, and the limitations for this hydroelectric power plant is that the backwater of these reservoirs or water bodies which are flooded with the fertile land, cities and rural areas. But this energy is also called as a green energy because it do not cause any type of pollution, and so that this is the first one energy which is a green energy. Before we see the three types of energy, first is the thermal energy, nuclear energy, and third one is the energy from natural gas. Out of that three energies, this one is the green energy. So the chapter, the name given to this chapter is the towards the green energy. This is the fifth one type of energy called as a wind energy, and this is also students green energy. As shown in the figure, air coming from this side, and this air strikes to the blades of the rotating blades of windmill. the machine which can convert the kinetic energy into the electric energy, that is called as a wind turbine. And this wind turbine is used in this windmill. Air strikes to the blades of the wind turbine, and the axle which is in between the turbine, which is connected to the generator through a gearbox. This gearbox, the function of this gearbox is to increase the rotation per unit time of this blade rotating here. These two blades, 3 blades are there. Here in this figure we can see only 2 blades. And this gearbox, the function of this gearbox is to increase the rotation of this blade per unit time. And the rotation, when rotation increases, it drives the wind turbine, and ultimately we gets the electric energy. This is the schematic presentation of the windmill, how windmill works. And through this we can see the with the help of this gearbox and generator, here it is electricity generates, and we use this electricity to perform various activities. But this windmill also has 2 benefits. First, we do not call it as a benefit, but keep in mind this turbine or this wind turbine can be fixed in the areas depending on the wind velocity, and the installation of this wind turbine can be the capacity of this wind turbine can be selected. And when we select the this capacity of this installation of the wind turbine, then the second point of this wind mill is the wind velocity. It depends upon the geographical area, so that it is always present in the hilly region, and second one at the seashore, because the air velocity of the air coming from that region is very in the larger amount. So that these 2 points keep in mind, and this, with the help of that 2 points, we can easily get the schematic presentation or working of the windmill. 6th one energy is the solar energy. Solar energy, the sun, the light rays coming from the sun, which can trapped into the solar panel, and which can gives us energy, is called as a electric energy. This type of energy is DC, in the form of DC. But in our domestic appliances which can run on the AC, alternating current, and so that this DC is converted into AC, we have to join, or we have to plant an inverter for this solar energy, and then we can convert this DC form of energy into the AC form. But how it works, this one solar cell, this is the one cell which is made up of a semiconductor called as a silicon, and the radiations comes from the sunlight trapped into this, and which can gives us a photovoltaic effect. And this 1 centimeter square, the dimension of this solar cell is 1 centimeter square, and which gives us 30 milliampere current and a potential difference of about 0.5 volt. And this one solar cell, 1 centimeter square solar cell, which is arranged in this rectangular manner, then we get this is called as a solar panel. 36 solar cells are arranged in this solar panel, and with the help of that solar system or solar cells, the radiations coming from the sunlight, which can trap into the silicon material, and which gives us DC current, and after that with the help of inverter we can convert it into the AC current. But this energy is called as this energy is a green energy, and first benefit of this energy is green energy, pollution free energy, and second one is this energy is available for everyone in equal amount. And so that central government also schemes for the agricultural purpose, 40% subsidy is given for this solar system or for this solar schemes, and for the agricultural purpose the electricity bill is reduced, and so that this scheme is announced by central government. And so that this solar system or solar energy we used, it is a very pollution free energy, and it is a green energy. This one is a seventh type of energy is called as a solar thermal power plant. And as shown in the figure, different stages are seen here. First is the concentrators for collecting sunlight. Concentrators means concave mirrors are used for the collecting sunlight. Sunlight is coming from the sun in the radiation form, and so that they are collected at the center, at the focus of the concave mirrors, and after that absorbing that concentrated sunlight, heat is produced in this stage, and heat is produced with the help of that heat. Water is boiled and steam turbine rotate, and with the help of that steam turbine, electric generator drives and electric energy produced. And this plant is run all over the India. Students, we can see the various types of energies in this chapter, and these energies are also called as green energies, such as wind energy, solar thermal energy. With the help of schematic presentations and the diagram which can shown on the chapter 5th, all these read carefully, see carefully, and advantages and disadvantages of the all energies. First, thermal energies, second one nuclear energy, third one natural gas energy, fifth one wind energy, sixth one hydroelectric energy, seventh one solar energy, and eighth one solar thermal energy. Read out the chapter carefully and solve the exercise.